Our daily Bible reading for October 6th. Our reading today comes from Philippians chapter 4. We'll be reading verses 1 through 9. Therefore, my brothers, whom I love and long for, my joy and crown, stand firm thus in the Lord, my beloved. I entreat Euodia, I entreat Syntyche, to agree in the Lord. Yes, I ask you also, true companion, help these women who have labored side by side with me in the gospel together with Clement and the rest of my fellow workers, whose names are in the book of life. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice. Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. Some thoughts for today. A man once remarked to me of how little an amount of a substance could be used to corrupt an entire supply of water if introduced into it. Only a minute amount of toxin would be required to render the entire supply unusable. The same reasoning was used by Paul in the use of leaven. A little leaven leavens the whole lump. We read this in Galatians chapter 5 and verse 9. The concept of only a little that could affect the whole was well known to those of the ancient world. It is well known to us as well. This is true for not only bad, but for good influence too. When we think of those things that influence us, we are wise to consider what damage even the smallest amounts may have. A story is told of a power plant that was being built and preparing to go online. In the process of assembly, a worker misplaced a metal washer of no more worth than a few cents. Yet, when that errant washer became enmeshed within the workings of the complex machinery, it caused millions of dollars in damage, in lost time and revenue. So it is with those seemingly insignificant details, such as a word spoken out of place, a criticism given that cut deeply to the one who heard, a baseless rumor that spread like wildfire and destroyed an innocent life in the process. Small perhaps at the time, but devastating in their final state. Paul urges us to set our minds on such things as whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute. If there is any excellence, and if anything worthy of praise, we are to devote our minds to these. If we do, we won't have time or desires to find the negatives around us. Be supportive. Find the good in others. See the beauty in people and not their character flaws. If someone is praiseworthy, don't hesitate. Give to them what they are due. In this, God is well pleased. A question of the day. When was the last time you handed out praise to others? And finally, a thought to meditate on today. Finding the good treasures in others may seem a challenge at first if you aren't given to such things, but it won't take long to reap the rewards of positive thinking. And those are our thoughts for today, October 6th.